welcome to Garage e30. My name is Lenny, and today we're going to be doing a valve cover on a 1987 BMW 528e. So we're going to be taking off all these nuts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back here, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we have one right here, 11, and a start key right here that we have to take out. And then we have this hose that we're going to have to remove. So let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna take off this one. This one doesn't belong here, this bolt, but we're gonna switch it when we put the bracket back on. We're using a T30. Now we're going to be using a 10mm, and we're going to be taking this one off the back here. Alright, now we're going to take these two off right here to take off the bracket. Carefully, and we got the bracket off, guys. And now we're taking off this hose out back here with this flat head screwdriver. When you're doing this, because it can break. Alright, we took that off, so we gotta put that back there so it doesn't disturb us later. Okay, so now we're gonna be taking off these bolts right here. You gotta make sure that you do not drop these bolts. Then you're gonna have to search for them. That's not gonna be fun. Oh, let me take off. Okay, so that's off. Alright, now we're gonna take this one off over here. Again, do not lose these bolts. Right. Got one back here. Now we got one over here. Let's see. Down here, but we're gonna do that one with another tool. Go over here. And now we're gonna use this little one with the 10mm to get this one right here and this nut over here. So let's get started with that. The reason why I did it with my hand at the end is because I don't want to lose it. I don't want it to fall. So I prefer to finish it off with my hand. take this valve cover out, we're gonna clean it and paint it just so it can look okay. It doesn't have to look like wow, but it's just gonna look cleaner and much better. Alright, we got all the nuts off. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take off the valve cover. We're just gonna lift it all up together at the same time, guys. If not, it could bend. Just slide it. So after you lift it, you slide it. Oh, careful. And you got it off. Now we gotta clean it and paint it. Okay, so now we're gonna be cleaning it with oven. And we're gonna spray all of it. So now we're letting it foam up a little bit so it can lift up all the dirt, and then we're gonna scrub it. Usually you should wear a mask during this because this stinks. But we're out in the air, so it's okay. So now that we sprayed it on there, we're gonna go ahead and let it foam up so it can lift up all that dirt that's there. It's disgusting. We're gonna brush that all off. You see it's coming up. All right, let's start brushing. All of it nice and good. Now we're going to rinse it off. And the reason why we're gonna clean it again and make sure everything is off is so that the paint can stick. Because if there's grease and stuff, it's not gonna stick. Alright. Okay, so now that we dried it up, now we're gonna paint it. So I'm just using flat black. I'm not using primer. I'm not using anything because I just want it to look clean. Not like for car shows. It's just a quick thing. And that's it. Put it back on. Okay, so we sprayed it one time. I'm gonna let it dry off a little bit and then spray it again. Okay, so we're throwing on the second coat now. Coat. Alright, so we did the second coat. We're gonna let it dry a little bit again and then put on the third coat and that's it. Alright. Okay, so we put the third coat. Now we're gonna let it dry, and while this is drying, we're gonna go do something else. So now we're gonna take off the valve cover, the old one. I mean, the valve cover gasket. We're gonna take the old one off. So we can clean. So put the new one on. So we're taking that off. Alright. we got the new one already here. So let's go do that. So I put a little bit of brake cleaner. If you have some, you should put it on to clean it up. And we're gonna wipe this down to make sure everything's nice and clean before we put the new one. So see, while the cover's drying, we're doing something else. Always doing something. Never sit around, because then you're gonna stop and you're not gonna finish. No brakes. Brakes when you're done doing it. Get it all cleaned up. So right over here, you see we still have some of the old one here. We're gonna take all this off. If not, and make sure it doesn't go in there. Take it off. Scrape all of that off. Okay, so now I took these out. These are the old, they're called rocker shaft plugs. And we went and we got some new ones. Nobody had this. We had to go to an import place. Yeah, they were the only one that had it. So now we're gonna put these on here. Okay, so we're putting a little bit of silicone around it, all the way around. We're gonna make sure we get all the way around so it can seal. Oh, well, up there you don't really need that. But over here. Put it all the way around. Like that. Now we're gonna put it on. It goes right here. Right in there. There we go. We got one in there. And we're gonna do all the other three. All the way around. Hold on. Let me just take this off. Again, all the way around. A little bit on the edges. That's it. Just a little bit to seal. Now we're going to put this one that goes on this side. One more. Got all the 4 plugs. Now we're gonna put the gasket on. When you pull this gasket out, make sure you try not to bend it, because it will get destroyed. On. Okay, we got the valve cover on. You see all of them are on there. Now we're gonna put the bolts back on. Okay? So let's start off. Okay, we're just gonna tighten them up a little bit, and then we're gonna use the machine. Okay, so now we're just gonna tighten them by hand. We're gonna tighten them by hand really quick, and then we're gonna use the tools. Okay, just so make sure they don't fall. Hand. Okay. Tightening everything up, you gotta tighten it good, but not too much because you don't want to strip it. So now we're gonna put the bracket on. We didn't paint the bracket, it's fine. Just like this. Now we're gonna put it on where it was before. I'm just gonna put this one back on because I couldn't find one the same, so I'm just gonna put this one back on there. When I get one, I'll switch it out. It's not a big deal. One more. Okay, so now we gotta reconnect this. I already did it. But don't forget, you have to connect the hose back here. If not, it's not gonna work. Make sure you put it on all the way on. Okay, let's see, it's all the way on there. You see, now we're going to tighten it up with a flathead screwdriver. Okay, we're just gonna tighten this up. Okay guys, so that's how you do a valve cover gasket for E28 in 1987. Super easy, did it myself. If you liked the video, thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.